All right, what is up, everybody? We are back with another edition of Everyday Hoops. Hope you guys are having a good one. Today, we are testing true ball knowledge. I'm going to try to remember the last 5 NBA playoff brackets. Well, 5 actually. I'm sorry, more than 5. I'm sorry. A lot more than 5. Team seeding, making it to the playoffs, second round, conference finals, all that type of stuff here in today's video. Thank you guys for the views on the videos and the shorts recently. I really appreciate it. If you do like the content around here, consider subscribing, liking, turn on notifications, doing all stuff like that. I really appreciate it. It really helps out a lot. Link to my Twitter and all that stuff down in the description below. And yeah, don't waste any more of your time. Let's get right into it. So here's the quiz. It's how well do you remember the last 10 full NBA brackets? So Tim Chang 44, shout out to him. So basically, it goes through every year saying who the number 1, 2, 3 seed to 8 seed in each team was in both conferences, then who makes the semifinals, who makes the finals, and then yeah, who makes it to the finals winner, all that stuff since 2016. So we're really gonna have to try and remember, all the ball knowledge that we have for us. All right. So we got 20 minutes for 310 answers. Let's do it. All right, this year, 2025 should be the easiest. Thunder were the first seed. Then the second seed we had was the. Okay, let's go like this. 8 seed was the Grizzlies. I know that. I know the 3-6 matchup was Lakers and Timberwolves. Oh, I guess I gotta write full on Timberwolves. Second seed was the Rockets, which means the 7 seed was the Golden State Warriors. And the 4-5 matchup was Nuggets and Clippers. In the Eastern Conference, we had the Cavaliers as the 1 seed. The 2 seed was the Boston Celtics. The 3 seed was the Knicks. The 4 seed was the Indiana Pacers, facing off against the Bucks, the 5 seed. The 6 seed was the Detroit Pistons. 7 was the Orlando Magic, and the Heat snuck in there as 8. All right, in the semifinals, Western Conference semifinals, we had the Thunder make it. We had, is it based on seeding or is it based on, so it would be Timberwolves, Nuggets. Okay, so it's based on how high the seed was. And then Timberwolves and Warriors. And the East, we had the Cavs, we had the Celtics, we had the Knicks, and we had the Pacers. And the Western Conference Finals, we had the Thunder and the Timberwolves. In the East, we had the Knicks and we had the Pacers. And the NBA Finals, we had the Thunder, the Pacers, and the Thunder win the NBA championship. Okay, 2024 Western Conference. The Thunder were the first seed, and they faced off against the 8 seed, the New Orleans Pelicans. I remember that. Who else played? I think I'm trying to remember first round matchups and all that stuff. It's a little bit harder than expected. The no. What were the Lakers? The Lakers were, I think, the Nuggets were the 2nd seed, I think, and they faced off against the Lakers. Then the Timberwolves were the 3rd seed. They faced off against the Suns and swept them. And the 4-5 matchup, I think the Clippers and Mavericks, I think, played again. And the Mavericks, oh no, the Clippers were the higher seed. Faced off against the Mavericks. All right. In the Eastern Conference, the number 1 seed was the Celtics, and they faced off against the Miami Heat again. The 2nd seed was the Knicks, and they faced off against the 76ers? Yes, okay, that series. The Cavs and Magic, I know, were the 4-5 matchup, which means who was the 3-6? The 3-6 matchup, I think, was Bucks-Pacers. It was Bucks-Pacers. Okay, there we go. These might be the hardest ones, is like the seeding. Okay, Western Conference, 2nd round. The Thunder made it to the 2nd round. Look at the seed. The Nuggets made it to the 2nd round. The Timberwolves made it to the 2nd round. And the Mavericks made it to the 2nd round. In the Eastern Conference, the Celtics made it. The Knicks made it. The Cavs made it. And the Pacers made it. In the Western Conference Finals, we have not the Thunder, we have the Nuggets. No. We had the Timberwolves and Mavericks. Mavericks. In the East, we had the Celtics and the Pacers. And then the Mavericks and Celtics played in the finals. and the Celtics won the NBA championship. Okay. 2023. 2023. Okay. Now we got to dive in. Okay, 2023, this is Nuggets championship year. So Nuggets were the first seed. Who'd they face off against the first round? Was this this is the Timberwolves. Snuck in the playoffs. Okay. Okay. Oh, okay. This is actually a little bit harder than I thought. Okay. The Thunder didn't make it. The Timberwolves were easy. The Clippers were in this playoff probably. Clippers. I think this is the year the Clippers and Suns played. Because this is the year Kawhi Leonard had crazy first two games. I think this is a 3, so the Suns are probably like the was this a 4-5 matchup? Clippers. Yes, okay. Remember that. They spell Phoenix wrong too, but okay. Okay, who else? The Mavericks. No, this is the year the Mavericks miss out on the playoffs. Mavericks aren't in the playoffs. The Lakers make the conference finals as a 7 seed. They face off against the Grizzlies in the first round. Okay. And then the last matchup was 3-6. Who? Okay. Who'd the Lakers play in the second round? Was the Warriors. Who'd the Warriors beat? It was the Warriors Kings. This is the year the Kings make the playoffs. Okay. Warriors Kings. There we go. Okay. Eastern Conference. Who makes the finals in the East? The Miami Heat has the 8th seed. And the Heat face off against the Bucks and upset the Bucks in the first round. The Heat played the Knicks in the second round because the Knicks beat the Cavaliers. Okay. Who'd they play in the conference finals? They played against the Celtics. The Celtics were the 2 seed. The first round, did they play the Nets? No, it was Sixers and Nets in the first round. And who'd the Celtics play in the first round this year? Hawks. Because that's when Trey... Okay. There we go. All right. Western Conference semifinals. The Nuggets make it out the second round. The Suns make it to the second round. The Warriors and the Lakers make it to the second round. In the Eastern Conference, the Celtics make it. The 76ers make it. The Knicks make it. And the Heat make it. Western Conference Finals. We had the Nuggets face off against the Lakers. In the East, we had the Knicks. No. It was Celtics and Heat. I literally just said Celtics Heat. Western Finals team Nuggets versus the Heat, and the Nuggets win the championship. 2022. This is the year the Warriors beat the Celtics in the finals. The Warriors were... Oh, man. Okay. 2022. Oh, man, this is hard. This is hard. Okay, you know what? Let's go backwards. Okay. Finals winner was the Warriors. The Celtics make it to the finals. The Warriors make it to the finals. The Celtics play off against... I think they play the Heat. The Heat were the number 1 seed this year. The Heat were the number 1 seed. No, they were not. Heat were one of these. Where were the Heat? The Heat were a number 1 seed? Oh, no, because I'm in the West. That's why. Gotta read. The Heat played the Hawks in the first round. I remember this. The Celtics... Okay, Western Conference Finals. It was Warriors and Mavericks. Eastern Conference Semifinals. Who'd the Celtics and Heat beat? The Celtics beat the Bucks. I think the Bucks probably were the first seed. Okay. No, the Heat were the number 1. Heat were the number 1 seed. Bucks, Celtics, Bucks, and the Heat played against... I don't remember who the Heat played in the second round. Was this the 76ers? Okay. So the Heat and the 76ers. That means the 76ers had to be the 4-5. Who'd the Sixers play in the first round, though? 4-5. 76ers, Raptors. Because this is the year I thought the Raptors were going to beat the Sixers. Celtics were the 2nd seed, and they played the Nets, I think. All right, is this the year they swept the Nets? The Bucks, who'd they face? The Bucks played who? Who'd the Bucks play in the first round? The Heat. No, not the Heat. Who'd the Bucks play in the first round as a 3-6 matchup? Go through every Eastern Conference team. But Bulls. The Bulls. Okay. Now in the West. The Warriors... Who'd the Warriors beat in the second round? The Maverick... Oh, no. This is the year the Suns were the number 1 seed. Then I would assume Warriors? No. I think Mavericks were here. The Warriors. Who'd the Warriors play in the second round of that series, though? Who would the Warriors have played in the second round to get to the conference finals? It wasn't the Lakers. Lakers were bad this year. Wasn't the Lake? It might. Was it the Clippers? No, I don't remember the Warriors. The Clippers facing off in the playoffs. Okay, we go here. The Suns were the #1 seed, and they played the Pelicans, I think. Okay, the Warriors, I think, were maybe 3. I would assume. The Mavs had to be the Mavs. I think played the Clippers again. Would Mavs Clippers face off again? No. Oh man, I do not remember. Who were the Warriors that played in the first round? The Spurs didn't make it. Okay, let's go through Western Conference teams. Clippers. Were the Clippers here anywhere? No, I don't think the Clippers made the playoffs this year because they got beat by the Pelicans in the playing game. The Timberwolves make the playoffs this year, I think maybe. Yes, the Timberwolves make the playoffs. And who did the Timberwolves play in the first round? They played the Grizzlies, and the Grizzlies were the team that made it to the second round. Because this is the year Patrick Beverly goes on the stands. Okay. Grizzlies, Hawks, Heat, Jazz. The Jazz beat the Mavericks beat the Jazz in the first round. Jazz, Kings, Lakers, Mavericks, Nuggets, because Jokic was MVP. Okay, there we go. Okay, we're gonna have to work our way backwards these ones. Okay, 2021. This is the year that the Bucks beat the Suns. Suns, Bucks, and Bucks. Okay, back to the Eastern Conference Finals. The Bucks. I just watched this not too long ago. The Bucks played the Hawks in the Western Conference, which means we're gonna go East. Okay, East, which means the Bucks. No. The net. Eastern Conference semifinals. The 76ers were the #1 seed. And the Bucks. No, the Nets were the topper seed. The Bucks and the Hawks, which means the Eastern Conference stand. The 76ers were the #1 seed. The Hawks were the 4-5 matchup, and they beat the Knicks. This year, the Knicks make it back to the playoffs. I think the Sixers in the first round, they beat the Heat. No. The Bucks were in there. The Nets, Bucks. The Nets beat the Celtics. The Bucks beat the Heat. And the 76ers faced off against the... Who would have made the playoffs in 2021? Out of the play-in, it was the Wizards. I just did this video with Russell Westbrook. Go check out the Russell Westbrook video for the Wizards. Okay, the Western Conference. Western Conference, it was Suns and Clippers. Facing off. The second round, the Suns, I think, were the Suns the #1 seed? No. The Suns... Okay. Who the Clippers would have beat... The Clippers beat the Jazz #1 seed. The Clippers were the 4... And who would have the Suns have beat? The Suns beat the Nuggets. Okay, which means the Jazz were the #1 seed. I think the Suns were #2. The 3 seed had to be between Nuggets and... I don't know who the next one. The Clippers beat the Mavs, I think, again. Because it's that weird series where the road team won every game. Who'd the Suns beat in the first round? The Jazz beat. I don't know. The Rockets weren't made. Okay, Western Conference teams. Clippers. Grizzlies and Jazz in the first round. Grizzlies, Hawks, Heat, Hornets, Jazz, Kings, Lakers. Lakers got beat by the Suns. And the Nuggets beat the Blazers. This is the Dame year. Okay. 2020. We gotta hurry up a little bit too. Okay, 2020. This is the bubble. The bubble I think I actually can do pretty well. Alright, Lakers win the championship. The Lakers play the Heat in the NBA Finals. The Western Conference Finals, it was Lakers and Nuggets. In the Eastern Conference Finals, it was Heat. It was Bucks and Heat. No, it was Celtics and Heat. Eastern Conference semifinals. The Bucks were the #1 seed. The Celtics were in there. No, the Celtics, the Heat were in. Who else was in? The Raptors. The Raptors and Celtics played. Raptors, Celtics, Heat. Okay. Which means the standings, the Bucks are the #1 seed. Raptors are #2. The Celtics the 3 seed. The Heat were the 4 seed. No, the Pacers were the 4 seed. The Heat beat them. The Celtics beat the... Who did the Celtics play in the first round? The 76ers. They swept them. The Raptors played the Nets, and the Bucks played the Magic. The Western Conference semifinals. The Lakers were #1 seed. The Rockets were in there. Who did the Nuggets beat? The Clippers were in there. The Nuggets and the Rockets, which means the Lakers are the #1 seed. The Clippers are #2. The Nuggets were the 3. The Rockets were the 4 seed. They played the Thunder. The Nuggets played the Jazz. The Clippers played the who the Clippers would have played in the first round. I don't think I. Oh no, the Mavericks and the Lakers played the Blazers. Okay, 2020 done. Okay, now this is where it's gonna get a little interesting. 2019. I'm not gonna have enough time to finish it. Is the thing. 2019. The Raptors win the championship. The Raptors and the Warriors play. The conference finals was Bucks and Raptors. The Western Conference Finals was Warriors Blazers. Eastern Conference Finals or semifinals. The Bucks played. Sorry, I'm losing my voice. The Raptors played. The 76ers played. And the Bucks took out the who the Bucks would have taken out in the second round? The Celtics? Yes, okay. This is Western Conference Warriors. They took out the Rockets. The Rockets were in there. No. Who the Blazers took? The Nuggets, the Blazers, and then the Rockets. Which means, you know what? We're just gonna go playoffs. We're just gonna go playoffs first. We're gonna go playoffs because that's the only way. 2018, the Warriors, Cavs, Warriors and Cavs, the finale. Warriors and Cavs. The conference finals in the East were the Celtics and the Cavs. The Western Conference Finals was the Warriors and the Rock. This year the Rockets won 65, and the Warriors. The Eastern Conference second round, Celtics played the Bucks. 2018. Raptors the number 1 seed. And they had the Celtics in there. The Cavs. Who did the Celtics play in the second round? The Celtics took out Cavaliers. The 76ers. In the West, you have the Warriors. No, the Rockets are the number 1 seed. I just said the Rockets are the number 1 seed. The Warriors. The Warriors took out the Clippers was the first round. No, that was 2019. 2018. Who the Warriors sweep? It couldn't be the Clippers. It was who the Rockets would have played. The Rockets, I think, played the Jazz. And who would the Warriors have played? Who would the Warriors have played? No way, it was Clippers. Grizzlies. No, that's later. Grizzlies weren't good this year. Who would the Warriors have played? They swept them. They swept everybody. So it probably was a team that no one even remembered. Like the Mavericks, no, they weren't good in 2018. The Spurs, no, they got beat in the first round. Who? Rockets, Timberwolves, Thunder, 2018 lost in the first round to the Jazz. Who beat a team who made it to the second round in 2018? It's not the Lakers. Mavericks, Nuggets. What is it? Is it Nuggets? No. Is it Blazers? No, it's Pelicans. The Pelicans beat the Blazers. Okay, 2017. The Warriors. It's Cavaliers. And it's Warriors. East Conference Finals was the Cavs and the 2017. 2017. Was it Raptors? I think it's the Raptors make it to the conference finals. Who do we beat? Is it Celtics again? Yes. Okay, because it's Isaiah Thomas here, and Isaiah Thomas gets hurt. Cavs. Warriors. They play the Rockets, I think, again. No. The Spurs. This is when Kawhi gets stepped on. Second round. Celtics. It's Cavs. I think we beat the Raptors at one point, and the Celtics would have taken out the Wizards. And then the Western Conference, the Warriors, the Spurs beat the Rockets, and the Warriors would beat the... Oh, God. Who would the Warriors have played in the second round? The Clippers. Clippers, Grizzlies, Jazz. No, is it? I think it is the Clippers. No. Is it the Jazz? Yeah, because it's when Steph Curry turned Rudy Gobert. Okay. A minute and a half. 2016. The Cavaliers win the championship. It's Cavaliers Warriors when Cavs come back from down 3-1. The Eastern Conference Finals is the Cavaliers and the Raptors. The Western Conference Finals is the Warriors and the no. Who the Rockets? It has to be Rockets, right? It has to be Rockets. No, it's not Rockets. It's not Spurs. It's Thunder. Thunder come back from down 3-1. Oh no, the Warriors come back from down 3-1 on Thunder. Alright. Cavaliers. Raptors. Who do we beat in the second round? Celtics or who the Raptors beat? The Wizards. I think the Raptors beat the Wizards. No. Oh god, we're gonna run out of time. Oh, 2016. Were the Pacers in here? No. Bulls. Bulls was 2015. So who do we beat in 2016? The Hawks? The Hawks. And who else would have been in there? The Heat? Okay. Western Conference. Warriors. We know the Thunder. The Spurs. I think the Thunder beat the Spurs. And who would the Warriors have played? Warriors would have played. Was it the Grizzlies? I don't remember who the Warriors would have played. Timberwolves, Thunder, Sun. No, not Suns. The Blazers. Okay. Yeah, these ones I just kind of forfeited on late. But okay. Really, we only missed this one. Who the Warriors played in the second round in 2016. Okay. If I have 5 more, if it's a 25-minute quiz, I finish it. I think I can finish it or do pretty good. But okay, yeah. Man, that really put my. I thought this was gonna be a little bit easier for me, but I mean, eventually we end up getting it. Of course, again, we don't get the standings because that's just really, really tough to remember. I remember like matchups and stuff. I don't remember exact standings. But yeah, I in terms of what I wanted to do, in terms of like remembering the playoffs, I remember just some of these series going down like this. Yeah, man, trip down memory lane. This is a very interesting, very fun quiz. All right, that's gonna be it for today. Hope you guys enjoyed. Once again, if you enjoyed the content around here, consider subscribing, liking, turn on notifications, doing all stuff like that. I really appreciate it. It really helps out a lot. And yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow.